Everybody, welcome back to Cids Modded Life, Season 3, Episode 88, with me, Cid, and we have got a lightning storm going on outside, and what sounds like a war going on outside of my house. Yeah, it is November the 6th in the UK at the time of recording, and of course, November the 6th is bonfire. Well, November the 5th is bonfire night, and yeah, it's this is the first Saturday after bonfire night, so a lot of people are having their festivities tonight, which means the cat's not overly happy. He's actually not that bothered about them as cats go, but I think he'd prefer not to have all of this going on. Anyway, last episode we did a little bit of redecorating inside. I think that's what we did last episode. Yeah, that sounds like about right. And we did talk about what we were going to do. Oops, not up there. But up here. I still don't know what I'm going to do up here. This is just a big empty space, which was fine when this was my central thing. I wonder whether... Just a stupid thought here. I wonder if it's possible for me to somehow route my grids and storage up into there. Maybe try, because this is all on the storage. You come around this side and we're not on the storage, but again, we could try and bring all of this in. Going to be a little bit difficult because these ones here are going to be hard to connect in, but we could try and connect all of this lot into a single storage system. It's possibly something for another time. Anyway, not for today. Today we're going somewhere where it never rains. We're going to the nether, and of course, you know, this is all nice and empty. We did put this path in this way, this path in this way, never did anything with them. And of course we have got the options of playing with these. I have used most of my blaze rods up there as well, but I don't desperately need anything out of there, so that's kind of fulfilled its purpose. This fella, Vinny, is doing fine, as is Winnie and whatever we called Mr. Blazeheaded Spot. However, out here, apart from the fact that we've got you being generally just destructive and unpleasant, I've done a little bit of wireframing with some cobble, and the idea is here is this is if you imagine the inside of the wall. So I'll do something with these insides, but the walls themselves will be black here, and then we can take these out and go around and we'll get some kind of towers here. That will be the front edge of the, I don't know, for want of a better word, cathedral. Maybe get some doors here and there, and then do something peculiar back here. Point. And I think that's what we're going to try and do this episode. So I brought a number of basic materials with me, as you do. And we're also going to need some of from our build bag. We're probably going to want one of them, that, probably that, and maybe one of those. And they can go away. And then this can come and pop in there, as can that. Oh, damn. Nope. Damn it. Did that? I think I've just burnt me blue flame. I'll borrow that one. Oops. Let's or maybe we won't. Yes, my thoughts entirely. Have I got anything in my, what's it, mystical bag, wherever it is? Mystical. No. Misk? Misk would be a good place to, no. Okay, let me go and get a soul fire for Fire Pit L and fix that before I carry on. Back in a second. Alright, so predominantly the material that I'm using here is quark basalt, because it has the most variation. There's a little bit of biotite, which I didn't bring. There's some concrete. There's plenty of, if I can find it, I say there's plenty of, and then if I can find it, that's a bit of an oxymoron in its own right, isn't it? But there's the other basalt, the wherever it is, mainly basalt, that one though. So this is fine, you know, we can work with all of this. And this is stuff, we've got a lot of this basalt for cobalt. So what we're going to do, we've got quite a fair bit of that basalt quark, but there is a lot of it out here which is in the way. So again, I'm just going to grab all of this. I'm going to take these back down to the nether rack, I think, and that will give me some kind of positioning to work from. Just because, you know, I want to not have this massive great hill in the way of things, and we'll need to take it out anyway, so might as well take it out while I want to use it. So I'll grab this back to here, and I'll be back in a sec. I did most of that. Obviously there's all the floor to do, and I'll need to bring some netherrack and do a bit of landscape. Hellscaping, I suppose. If I'm going to get precious about the term terraforming for something which is already Earth or Earth-like, then I suppose I should at least get into the habit of referring to scaping the hellscape of the nether into something, you know, like hellscaping, which would be, or netherscaping. Yeah. Needlessly overly complicated as usual. Anyway, we're going to start off just by outlining the structure entirely in these blocks here. These little basalt bricks. We're going to also deal with this little chucklehead. Because he's being a pain. Right, another stack, there we go. And this is the inside, so I'm trying, in the same way as I did this differently, where I built the inside, I want to do the same thing. I want to build the inside and then build the outside onto the inside. And I know that sounds weird, but it does make sense, honest. So, and we're going to have to do some landscaping, some hellscaping. We need to come up with a standard for that. We need to come up with a correct linguistic terminology for it. I suppose that's horrible stuff. But again, it will probably come in somewhere along the line. I may end up finding myself needing to mine a whole load of it for this. Yeah, so I mean that gives us a shape. And as we go into this, we obviously need to bring this up here, and this needs to kind of slope down, I think. So if I were to, let's just go in, because again, we can always come back and add the variations later. But we know that this is the top there, so if I were to come down like this, one more, something along those, that gives you a shape to come down to at the bottom level. Or do I want it that low? I mean, if I come, actually, let's bring that up. A problem with building here is everything wants to kill you. Well, not everything. Those guys only want to kill you if you piss them off. And these guys over here, wherever he's gone. Has he gone? There we go. There's one. These guys want to kill you when you look at them funny. But we'll have it for the drops. I think that wants to be higher, you know. I think we should... apologies for the war zone outside. I think we should come down slower. Because it still wants to be a grand hallway. And that would then bring this up to there. Which definitely has got more going for it in the way of, you know, grandiose hallway. So if I were to, I'm going to have to come and take out this lot as well. Maybe not that lot, actually. Yeah. So that kind of works. And I don't have a solid design for this. This is another one of those wonderful I am going to wing it builds, which, yeah, can be fun, but they can be a pain because you end up having to go back and undo certain things. But I mean, that's still a pretty... Oops, hello. Hefty build. And there's another reason. This is one of the reasons why I'm trying to build in these solid blast-proof bricks is for the same reason. So if I were to come in like that, so we come down and then we kind of dome up a little bit on these, which is going to be a pain, but you know, such is life. So that could work as a solution. And again, the blast proofness is semi-important because we have to put up with ghasts blowing up our stuff, and yeah, it's a pain in anybody's book. So this may want something like, because I'm going to put some decorative blocks in here at some point, this may need some reinforcement, because you can see here we're straight away we're not actually a dome in so much as a large shape like a sewer. And then probably maybe bring that over and continue this all the way down. Let's have a look. Maybe to there. Anymore? My God, it's like so many explosions. But that might work. Gives you that kind of cathedral end. And then we can build a wall on the outside, which is a few thick. Put some, I'm loath to put glass in because you know it's going to get blown up. But that gives me a roof line to work with as well, doesn't it? Perhaps. So yeah, we're starting to get a design, a feel for this, and I mean these towers will probably go higher. So again, if we come to, is that the same? No, one more. If we come up to here with that kind of same structure, I may actually arch this in as it kind of joins into that. But first we need to complete, before I can remove any of this, I need to complete all of this. Or at least everything facing inwards that a ghast could fire up, you know, a fireball in and Why have I tried to lasagna that hellhound? Yeah, let me just continue having a little fertile around with this design, and I shall be back with you in a second. Some steady progress later, and we're starting to get the shape of things. I'm very tempted to bring that. Have we got any of those left? No, of course I haven't. I might bring that across, or I might actually swap out that or some of these for some stair blocks yet. There's stuff to do, but from the outside... I heard you. Where are you, Gasty Gast? There you are. Right. Did we get a... Did you a crybaby? No? No crybaby? Okay. Yeah, from the outside, again, we're going inside out. So, I've got a structure. It's very thing. I've been replaced a load of this basalt with netherrack and mined the basalt up. So, you know, waste not, want not. It's actually really deep down. So, this will keep me going for an age. And we've got this corridor and these two wings kind of sketched out. Now what I'm doing on the inside here is that I'm going to pull these together a little bit further. I may replace this and this side with, well, it's kind of pointless because I'm going to stick lava in there. I'm going to use this same design that we put in, but I will put in blocks at the back, just not for any reason that you'll see them, just for my own sanity really. I use the word loosely. But yeah, so we're bringing it around here. We've got to do these to this point and then on the other side and rinse and repeat around here. This section here is going to be fleshed out, but it's going to be a deep window. So we'll put some probably, I'm not sure how blast resistant the gem glass blocks are, but if really push comes to shove, there's always the weatherproof glass, which is not as colourful, but there's the reinforced sapphire glass, which is actually quite colourful. There's the tempered glass, which is immune to that. Again, not particularly colourful, but is there. I've got more choices really than I know what to do with. So yeah, there are options for the glass, but we'll put some glass in there. It will make even if it's not a stained glass window, it will be at least a window. And yeah, so what I have to continue on doing now is building up this framework of basalt cobble, which is relatively tedious, but you know, I've got plenty of it. I've got plenty more should I need it, and yeah, I'm not too worried about that. That should be to that level. That will come up to there. Then you'll have that. I think that will work. This also gives me a nice thick solid foundation to build the outside of these on, so there's this kind of a benefit to playing with this basalt cobblestone. It's not just because I want something that's, you know, pretty blast resistant, although that's the primary reason. So I shall carry on. We'll get more of this in, and I'll be back in a mo. Basic canvas is down. I've just gone out and laid in another layer on the outside on that wall, and that gives us the window out to the nether, which, yeah, that works. These blocks here, I think I will convert over to 1, 2, 3. Just those for now. Just keeps them spawn proof. Everybody's happy. You know, there's no danger. We're starting to get to the point where we can texture this lot, but I'm trying to in two minds whether I should try whether I should get, you know, the towers started first, or whether I should try and get that bit done, because from the outside, again, it's just messy, but from the inside, there's no way a ghast can reach that portal now, so that's a plus. And of course, you know, we've taken this wall down, it comes into here, it all looks nice. It needs some more colours, and I'm wondering whether I can sneak some lapis in there at all, because lapis is a nice, well, it's an interesting block. Could potentially do something with lapis, yeah, maybe. And then of course we've got mystical, all the mystical gerbs, silent gem blocks, which if we jump back through a few hoops, fluffy blocks. No idea how you make those. Fluffy fabric. Oh, you made with fluffy puffs. Okay, yeah, of course. Yeah, now I know how you make them. We've got the teleporters. We've got the lamps. We've got bricks from all of those. But glass. A variety of colours. I'm not sure whether I'm just trying to be colourful for the sake of colour. Now we do need to break this floor up. This floor is very, very boring as it stands, and we need to continue and do some of this work around in here. But first things we need to do is maybe get, now these go 1 2 3 4 5 and then gap. So if I go 1 2 3 gap, let me just try that, and then 1 2 3. I see, I'm not keen. Yeah, I suppose that's not actually too bad. That works there, and then you just come down to 1 here. Yeah, maybe that. Let's just give that a try. And then we just need some of these basalt speleotherms. I think you can craft. Well, let's have a look. Can you craft them? You can, just 3, okay. Rather than faffing around, I am well set up for basalt. Let's just do a few stacks, and then we can come in there. 1 2 3. Maybe we could have, no, let me just try. If I come in 1 2 and 3 and then pop. Yeah, that works. We get away with that, I think. And at least then we can't walk into this stuff. Because cooking alive in lava will ruin your day. That's not, obviously, from a points of see, that's 1 2 3 4 5. You can't. Do we like that? I suppose we kind of stuck with it. And they make interesting bar shapes, so I shouldn't grumble too much. Because now I can't walk into them. I've already walked into them about 3 times, so gives you an idea of what my day's been like. I think these are actually even 1 shorter, aren't they? So can I get away with? Let me just try this. Yeah, I think I can on these shorter ones. We'll do that. I do like the way they go all the way thin. And then fatten up at the bottom. That's a nice effect. So, I need to continue on and get a little bit more work done here, but I shall be back in a second. Well, I've run out of lava again, which is ironic when you're in the nether. But I have gone and swapped over for my ultimate tank and set it in bucket mode, because that has 112 buckets capacity, which will last a hell of a lot longer. So I'm going to head over to. I don't want to wreck the lava lakes too close to where we're building, just because, you know, I think it's nice to maintain the, I don't know, the flow, if you like, of the area. And of course, with this flight suit, we've got no problems picking up the lava. Just need to make sure I can find the layers that there's definitely a source block or two left there, because they're not wanting to flow down yet. And there we go, that's the first layer down. So again, we just rinse and repeat, and until I've got a full tank of lava. You can't go wrong with a full tank of lava. In terms of the two-end tower, I used the word tower earlier, and they're not going to be towers, they're just going to be like end sections. Tower implies multiple levels, and I don't really feel they're going to get multiple levels, so yeah, that's probably the wrong phrase for them. Atrium, maybe an atrium. Okay, we're full. Thank God for the nether. So yeah, let me show you where we're up to. Let me get rid of this bit of leather while we're at it, because I don't really need it, and it's just taking up a valuable inventory slot, which is probably more valuable. So we've got hanging out over the edge here. Eventually, we've got the bottom of the first thing. Now all of this has got to go, and that's going to go, and we'll say we'll landscape that, you know, hellscape it, or I don't think we ever decided what the thing. I've tried this for just a variety, bit of colour, and add some blue, the frosty blossom. I quite like that. It kind of works well with these blue flames. In fact, let me just try something here. Oh yeah. Yeah, I like that. That works very well. I wonder whether I could get away with a similar thing using the normal fire and the other quark. If we have a look at quark, there's a number of these at. There is a number of these trees. And you've got the warm, sunny, sweet, and frosty. And I wonder whether they get away with the flame on the warm. Worth a try sometime, maybe. So down here we've kind of come up into this domed area. I think I might actually have another couple of inhabitants hanging from the ceiling in cages in these. This area will come out to a gate, which will face outwards, and we'll get some little kind of defences and the lights going on. This will expand out and just get a bit buttressed in. We'll get some kind of roof. Still not sure what to use for roofing material. That's going to be a choice. Gate over this side. Oh, you see, I was going to put gate coming out both sides, but this may just become a window. We'll just kind of escape that back again, and maybe the same over here, and then we'll build these walls up around it and just kind of, you know, really just bring it in and finish it up. Now, I am not going to get all of this done this episode, that much is for certain, but what I was doing is just getting these last few. I see you there. Stop it. I mean, they're coming in, doesn't matter. All of these are blast proof. Now when I come to do the doors may not be blast proof. That is a consideration that I need to look at. I'm not entirely sure how to do the doors on this thing yet. I mean, obviously there will be a mixture between fake door blocks and a door I can walk through, but you know, other than that. And I may try the string and maybe not carpet, but I wonder if I can get away with string and covers, whether that will fool them. It's worth a try. I might actually have to experiment with that in a creative world. But we need to do the same down this end and and then I need to start weathering and, you know, wearing this down and thinking about the outside, and so many things to think about. Anyway, back in a while. And I think, with the exception of maybe dropping a few lava source blocks on the roof to get the drips like we've got in here, I think this is it for this. Now there's a few bits we can throw some chains, we can get some decorations in, all of that we can do later. But we've got both wings, they both come out here, we've both got windows at the back, so that kind of terminates that nicely. We've got a thing to hang something from, and we've got space for a gate, which ghasts keep on shooting me through. So these are definitely not blast proof. So, and the concrete block's probably not blast proof either. So there's a pretty good chance that some of this might get blown up in the meantime. But on the whole, I have to say that I am very happy with that. It's I think I do like adding this flame, so I might do something with that with the outside. I don't know yet. I mean, the thing is, these are not fireproof. So, whereas these ones are. So, from a point of view, I mean, of putting fire on something, then, you know, outside, if they get hit by lava, by flame, by the gas things, any of the quark trees we put out here will die. It's just simple as. Could do with putting something at the end here. I need to think about decorations, but yeah, we've got rid of that ugly wall of stone that was in the end there. It kind of neatly blends down, so I'm really happy with the way that's working out. Of course, the challenge is going to be getting the outside, and I have got a few strange blocks in here to add into the mix. I've got these poise clusters, which are purple. I've got poise stem, which is purple. Amethyst blocks, which, believe it or not, may be purple. I've got onyx glass, which may work. I've also got this reinforced sapphire glass now. I've got some hellbark and a few other bits and pieces. Black cave crystal, which I thought might be interesting, because in fact, it may make a better. Let me just. It's not going to be. I don't think it'll be blast proof, but that's not actually the end of the world, is it? I mean, the trick is not to get shot, or at least not get shot. You know, when they're facing here. So it's a shame this is so hard to break. Which I kind of suppose is kind of the point. It's not so bad when I'm not flying. Now the thing about this is it is a finite. I only have what I have. I can't make it. There's no recipe for it. You can make sheet, which you can make so you can kind of reverse craft. Oh yeah, that's staying. That is definitely staying. Let me new screenshot, there we go. So what I'll do is I will get these swapped out as well. Not do it right now, because I'd rather get the outside done. But that adds a certain mysticalness to it, which you don't get with just the glass. So happy. My inventory is a pigsty, of course, but that's nothing new. And on that note, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.